I only like one type of chocolate chip, and that's Baskin Robbins. So, yeah. Hello, I'm Jason Graves. I am the Director of Business Development for the City of Harrisburg. Just looking and trying to figure out what I can do to help and maintain and make things a little bit better in my area and my city, especially when I'm coming back and forth to work. That's what actually motivates me to come to work every day and actually work for the City of Harrisburg every day. Is just trying to figure out what I can do to get over the hump of times have passed to actually make this area a more progressive area. One person that I met, I actually followed him for a while and actually did some kind of things for him, was a guy named Kenny Burns. Kenny Burns is a native of Washington, D.C. His whole goal in life is basically branding and marketing. He worked for a couple of, I would say, record labels throughout the time frame. When I got to meet him in 2011 at the East Street Theater down in Washington, D.C. That was a pretty cool thing. I could really relate to that. It was something that was really cool because it was somebody that was relevant to myself. And it, when I see how he moves, I feel in my lifetime, I feel I miss my calling sometimes in life with certain things. Favorite color? It's a mix. I could say dark navy blue, I could say black. I'm a very neutral person. Reason why is because it goes with everything. Black, you can essentially go with any kind of color in the color palette. It's very plain and it's just basic, it's minimum. And minimum never goes out of style. Probably the coolest thing I have on my phone, sounds like a little weird and geekish, but it's an app called Pantone. I'm by trade, I'm a visual artist, graphic designer, I'm an actual artist. I've been doing this for, I'm not going to tell my age, but I've been doing this for over 25 years. It's probably one of the coolest apps I have. So if you're looking for a color palette or you're trying to get something to a natural tone, you actually take a photo of it and it actually gives you the specs and numbers for the RBG if you want to go to CKY, as far as giving you the actual tone colors for something, especially if you're looking for something specific. It's something I use for the graphic design piece, but this is probably one of the coolest apps I have on my phone. It's probably it's kind of geekish and nerdish, but I like it. Probably go sweet. Salt raises your blood pressure. Also, sweet can give you diabetes. So pick your poison. So it's you either have diabetes or you eat a whole bunch of salt and have a stroke. So yeah, pick your poison. I listen to a lot of fusion jazz and so forth. So one of my favorite fusion jazz groups right now is R+R equals now. Which is really, really cool. Robert Gillespie is another person I'm streaming right now. It's just very smooth, very easy to listen to, and it just keeps you going. Getting the word out there and actually speaking to people and getting the feeling and touch of exactly what they actually would like to see in their areas, and see what I can do to help is something I'm looking forward to that I want to do myself. But it's just getting the backing and ideas of everybody else to see yeah, that will probably be good for us to have. Oh man, chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate. Chocolate cake. Chocolate, I don't know why. Everybody says chocolate cake and stuff is so nasty, but yo, I love it. I love chocolate ice cream. If I could go pick an ice cream, if you're thinking Neapolitan, my favorite ice cream is chocolate chip. And I only like one type of chocolate chip, and that's Baskin Robbins. So, yeah. There was a lot of avenues where Harrisburg has always had potential to grow. It's always been a blank palette. So how do you actually turn that blank palette into a beautiful canvas for people to actually view and see? So we have assets like the riverfront and so forth, but again, what else are you going to have to bring things in here? So that is what I enjoy and why I do still want to work in the city of Harrisburg. Is just to basically bring those comps, those amenities, those resources and services into an area that is very much needed so we actually can grow. We are the capital of Pennsylvania, and it needs to be more of a focal point than just being the capital of Pennsylvania. It needs to actually be a capital where you can actually bring people in that are actually residents and stay here versus just transits who leave it from basically 5 o'clock every day. Let's see. You know, I would be Rick from Walking Dead. Rick was a go-getter. Rick was a leader. Also, Rick was trying to get things done and trying to help and save people. That was his main thing. I would like to be Rick in the zombie apocalypse. I just don't want to go out like Rick did, but yeah.